Hello, my name is Jasmine, I'm an illustrator, and today I'm going to go over what my Patreon is all about. There's a lot of ways to explain what Patreon is, but I have a pretty easy way of explaining it. It's basically a private blog, and you can access it through a subscription service. It's a really great platform to support any creators that you like directly. I created my Patreon a few months ago to provide a detailed window into the 3 projects that I have been dedicating my time recently on. My medieval comic, Girl Night, my sci-fi webcomic, Space Warriors, and a fantasy romance novella series titled Mirabelle for now. These projects I have been developing for many years now, and they've taken a long time because I usually have a corporate job that I'm juggling. But as of last year, I took on a part-time day job so that I could really dedicate my time in developing them. In particular, my medieval comic Girl Night. So last year, I wrote the entire first draft of the script, and as of last week, I drew the first chapter. It's available to read on my Patreon, and I've started to work on chapter 2. Through Patreon, I'm posting all of the pages as I'm drawing them, background information of the references that I'm using, any historical tidbits that I'm learning about. It's just a lot of fun to share. You get a really good window of my progress as well as my process. I do post process vlogs on my YouTube channel, but through Patreon, you really do get to see the full pages as well as in detail how my progress went with each page, because each page is different. Some might be action-packed, some might require background, some might require more historical research in terms of like furniture and things like that. I like to share my thoughts and basically my entire journey with drawing each page. That's all with the medieval comic. I am also working on the very light side, my sci-fi webcomic, Space Warriors. The first part is available to read online, so I'm now working on part 2 of the story. I've already thumbnailed it, so I'm pretty much in the drawing phase, and I'm doing the same thing as with my medieval comic. I'm posting the pages as I draw them, and any of the new thumbnails that I'm reformatting, basically. As for how you can access this Patreon, there are 2 tiers. The supporter tier is $1 a month, and you get access to all of the posts. I post my vlogs early on there before making them public on YouTube, so if you decide to become a supporter, you'll get full access to all of the posts, comic pages, time lapses, digital files, completed chapters of my comics. They'll be posted on there for you to be able to read. I post my own personal updates of what's going on with my life or any fun things to share, and most importantly, my processes, how I work, what are the tools that I use, any things that I've learned through the over 10-year experience of being an illustrator and working with all of these materials. So I don't want to become an education platform, but I do have some knowledge to share, and if you are also an artist and find learning about processes, I share them on my Patreon, and it's available for just $1 a month. Now, if you want to really support me and make an impact in my life and in these projects, I have the fan tier, which is $8 a month, and that is like my special tier for fans. Every quarter, 3 months, I send a little care package of stickers and merch, as well as an original drawing as a thank you, because this tier really will make an impact. I appreciate all support. The fan tier truly is like a special status, and I want to be able to give back with these quarter bundles of joy, basically. I see the supporter tier as a tip jar and an encouragement that someone believes in me and wants me to continue this project, and the fan status as just ballers, right? I hope that explains what my Patreon is about and what you'd be expecting, which is basically a window into my heart, because these projects are everything to me, and I'm giving myself 1 year starting this month, January 2023, to really be able to churn out as much of these projects as possible. I won't be able to stay in this part-time day job situation forever. I really will have to get a full-time day job again, but with your help, I can really make this work and make that Kickstarter at the end of the year something so successful that I can truly like reconsider and keep my day job part-time. for next year, that would be ideal. We all know being an artist is super hard. I'm very grateful to be able to have a Patreon platform like this so that I can receive any support directly from the people who believe in comics and believe in art. So that's pretty much all I wanted to go over today. I have a YouTube channel where I create vlogs and videos about my process, and an Instagram that pretty much summarizes everything I do. But truly, my heart is in Patreon. Consider joining for $1 a month, and I would really, really appreciate it. See you in the next video. Bye!